Cristiano Ronaldo submits a transfer request, and all of a sudden Jorge Mendes and Todd Bowley meeting up makes a lot of sense, right? Ronaldo to Chelsea? Why not? Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and in today's video, we have got a jam-packed show. This is star frenzy. Like, this is literally like the Oscars. This is the A-list show. The names that we're going to be mentioning in this video today, I never thought would be linked for Chelsea. Number one, strong links Cristiano Ronaldo to Chelsea could potentially be on. We're going to break this down. Then we've got Jong and Ligt bringing a Dutch contusion to Chelsea. They are fusing together like Gotan and Trunks, and all of a sudden, they're coming to Chelsea. Could this happen? We're going to break it down because Laporta from Barcelona is talking a lot, and he is trying to ruin Manchester United's deal, and Chelsea could be interested. Secondly, a full clarification on what's happened with Raphinha and Dembele, because I took 2 days off because of those two. Those two made me take 2 days off Twitter. Not Twitter, of YouTube. They made me take 2 days off because I got sick and tired of talking about them. I got sick and tired of the news coming out. I wanted to understand what was actually going on. I went and done some research. I've got you guys covered now. From X to B, absolutely covered. X to B, that makes no sense. A to Z, let's get into the video. But before we get started, I think it is very, very important that all of you support the cause. All of you hit that like button. We're aiming for 750 likes on this video. And all of you subscribe to the channel because I bring you guys that good content. I am the YouTube dietitian for your football fix. Today, only today, we are covering Manchester United's problems, Barcelona's and Chelsea's problems in one video. I'm not going to keep you here long. I'm going to give you 15 minutes of a quick fix. Finally, I can give you guys now another opportunity to build this community. Go on to the link in the pinned comment. Follow me on Instagram. Send me the DMs asking about more elaborated answers. I send voice notes. A quick voice note across answering the questions you guys send. And all of a sudden, it's a nice conversation and we build a great community. Now, let's move on. But now the deal about Chelsea. The links are coming out. David Ornstein. Everyone is talking about this Cristiano Ronaldo. Duncan Castle, whatever his name is, come out. And they're linking Bayern Munich, Chelsea, and a whole host of other teams. Napoli's even in the mix. And the real question is why would Chelsea want him? Well, Chelsea get a quick fix there. Chelsea get a striker that will be eating, I mean it, eating from the crosses. You're going to have Reece James, Ben Chilwell crossing the ball in. Ronaldo's movement is 50 times better than Romelu Lukaku's. He's going to be getting at least 20 league goals. That's a guaranteed fix. Then you get the marketing standpoint. For anyone that says this will ruin the wage structure, hold tight. You have no idea what you're talking about. This will take Chelsea to another level. Ronaldo on Instagram has more followers than Chelsea. I think 10 times. Ronaldo has 450 million followers. The fact that he'll be putting photos up on a weekly basis of himself in Chelsea kit is absolutely crazy. The fact that he's got just the appeal of eyes on him for that move, Chelsea's name will be in all recognition. The revenue we will generate all over the world just by signing Ronaldo, it makes sense. The wages are not an issue. Anyone that complains that, oh, Ronaldo's on 400k, big man, are you Ronaldo? No, shut up, stay in your lane, go do your runs. Do not try to compare yourself on Ronaldo. None of you are Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm sorry. Ronaldo is 1 in a 5 generation player. Ronaldo is special. Ronaldo is Messi level, Pele level, Maradona level. Don't try to put yourselves on that level. The only issue with Cristiano Ronaldo is he's 37 years old. And this is where I call him the LeBron James of football. How many more years have you got prime Ronaldo? Ronaldo is going to get you the numbers. Ronaldo is going to have a team built around him, and Chelsea can actually really subsidize Ronaldo with a lot of goals. But is it going to contribute to winning? I don't know. That I cannot answer, but I know he's going to contribute goals. The real issue arises is in 24 months, 36 months when he wants to move on. What's the next plan after that? Whether Chelsea sign him or not, I'm undecided because I'm telling you now, I am a football fanatic. I love the game. I adore the game from a young age. And for me, seeing Ronaldo in a number 7 jersey at Stamford Bridge on a weekly basis will be absolutely amazing. But my football brain tells me this is a deal Chelsea should avoid, because we have got great pieces to build for the next 10 years instead of try capitalize on the next 2 to 3 years, when I don't think Ronaldo by himself would be enough of a catalyst to lead us to a Premier League title. But I want to hear your opinions because this is mad, this is massive, and this is great. Guys, word to the curb. What I planned to say on this little piece of paper about Ronaldo and what I actually said is completely different. I convinced myself that I actually want him at the club. Let's move on with the video. The Ligt saga continues, and we all know Thomas Tuchel wants Ligt at the club. We all know that Juventus are hard to do business with. If you don't believe me, go back to Conte's season when we absolutely spent the whole summer chasing Alex Sandro. We ended up saying 45 million, 55 million, 45 million, 55, and we never got the player. He signed a new deal. In this case now, Chelsea have offered a player plus cash. Player was apparently Timo Werner, bid was rejected. They've also dangled Christian Pulisic and Jorginho in front. Club is looking to buy on Jorginho. Juventus apparently are very interested in Jorginho. They would actively want to buy the player and bring him to the club. Yet they also want a big influx of cash. Chelsea have put in a second bid of £60 million according to sources, and the issue here is Juventus want somewhere close to 80, and we're getting from Ben Jacobs, who's these days actually very reliable when it comes to Chelsea. The guy consistently gives us good detailed answers, which I really like. He's saying Chelsea are going to consider somewhere between 70 to 75 million pounds to get this deal done. Do I think the Ligt is good enough for Chelsea? I think he's 22 years old. He's done very well in Holland. He had a tough period in Italy, but sometimes people go through tough periods in their time, and if you give up on them from the first attempt, there is no faith in you, and you really should improve yourself, because people at 22 should not have their whole future written in front of them. Have faith in people, give them a chance. Moving on to our third story today, and it's about De Jong. De Jong is linked with Chelsea. Let me give you the quick background of what's been going on with De Jong and why Chelsea are actually being linked with him, and how I think this is very interesting. Number one, Barcelona have been a shambles all summer. They've been leveraging their future. They've been selling parts of their TV rights just to get the money up front, and then in the future pay in interest to the company that's giving them the money. But at the same time, Manchester United have been all over. Barcelona have been demanding 100 million euros for De Jong. De Jong said he does not want to leave. I think this is actually very relevant to the whole story, because De Jong actively does not want to leave Barcelona. The guy believes he can be a success there, and it believes it's an unfinished story at this moment in time, which I think is a very important. I think the fact that he doesn't want to quit on his time at Barcelona makes me realize what kind of character this young man has. And the problem here is Manchester United are like, big man, I'm not paying you more than 65 million euros. I'll give you some add-ons if he achieves X, Y, and Z. Yet, I am not paying you guaranteed money. We're not doing that, okay? Barcelona and them have been negotiating on and off. Barcelona have been trying to cook the books in a way that enables them to meet the regulatory requirements that La Liga has on them, that financial fair play has on them. And now, finally, it looks like Laporta has come out and said, De Jong's not for sale. We're not selling it unless the fee is right. And then he drops this line: De Jong will have to make a decision. And I think this is what's going to happen, because I think De Jong is actively going to sign a contract for less money. I think he's going to defer his payments to get him at a later date, or sign a contract for less money at Barcelona. De Jong does not want to leave. Barcelona don't want to sell. They have to sell. Unless he goes on lower wages, then they can justify to La Liga, look, we've lowered our wage bill down. We are just going to keep a player at lower wage. And later in the video, this will become evident what they're doing. Yet, Chelsea now are being reported by Sports in Spain and other reputable journalists that Chelsea are interested, that De Ligt is trying to persuade De Jong to get his bunda all the way to London, West London, get himself playing on a regular basis. Very interesting saga. This one hasn't got the legs from a Chelsea standpoint as of yet. It could be one that Chelsea could potentially explore. We need to keep an eye on it, because I don't know how much this has legs because of his wages. But I thought it was interesting to relate. The final story is about Barcelona absolutely being a boss of a club. Barcelona are definitely A1 as a club, whether it's in history, legacy, and on the pitch, and evidently their pull. Because these men are broke at this moment in time, yet they're still managing to take players off other clubs' hands, and players are begging to stay there. And what Dembele is doing is absolutely mind-blowing for me. So not only did Dembele ask for 300k in January to re-sign at the club, his agent was actually actively pushing and threatening to leave. Then when he realized, hold on, no one's going to pay me that. Not Bayern Munich, not PSG, not Juventus, not Chelsea. What are we going to do? He started saying, I want to stay at Barcelona. I don't want to leave. Xavi's going to give me another opportunity. Yet Barcelona said, no, we're just going to give you less wages. We're going to offer you got in January. We're going to give you a smaller fee. Now, this is what's happening. Dembele is set to agree a new contract for 2 years for 40% less than what he's on currently. He is taking up wage cut He's taken a bloody wage cut to stay at Barcelona. Yet we, as Chelsea fans, have been going around saying we got pulling power. Do you know how embarrassing this is? This is absolutely embarrassing for Chelsea because our interest has been very public. Don't let the papers fool you. People have been saying no direct contact. Chelsea have been in contact with Ousmane Dembele. Dembele has been using us for the move. And this deal was close to getting done because his camp believed Chelsea were going to give him the crazy wages that he thought. Chelsea said, no, we're not giving you crazy wages. We're going to give you reasonable wages. And he said, okay, cool, I'll stay at Barcelona, take a wage cut. And now, this is the situation we're in. There's no deadline set, confirmed by Laporta. Laporta said there's no deadline set. And now we go into the fun story. Raphinha. We have a bid accepted. Like, we actually look like absolute fools in this situation, partially. Because on some standpoint, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, hold on, if Raphinha wants to join Barcelona, it's his dream move, right? He is actively carrying Leeds to Barcelona, getting him to sit down with Deco as the intermediary, and he's like, we're sorting this out. I am not playing in West London. I am going to be playing in the Camp Nou. And this is the issue now. Barcelona have been in contact with Leeds. They can't agree if Leeds want £60 million because that's what they accepted from Chelsea, and that's what they want. Barcelona are trying to stagger the payment. Leeds said, no, we need as much money up front as possible. This is what we're getting from Chelsea. So now, Laporta and the crew at Barcelona somehow believe they're going to find the money. Barcelona have this whole transfer window in hostage. Barcelona literally are the domino effect. The minute they decide who they're going to sign and when they sell Jong, transfers are going to start falling. With Chelsea at this moment in time, I have no idea. It looks like we are going to secure Nathan Ake and Sterling, but that's not enough. It's underwhelming as hell. So whether it's Cristiano Ronaldo, whether it's Jong, whether it's Ligt, whether it's Raphinha, whether it's Dembele, God bless you, please just hurry up. I'm done, I'm tired. I just need to celebrate one transfer right now that I am excited for. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope you lot enjoyed this. I hope you understand that this is a frustrating window, but we need to stick together. We need to be positive because good times are ahead. July, we are going to sign players. Whether it's the ones we want, whether it's not the ones we want. Pre-season's going to be starting. Late game. I don't know if I'm going to be doing those reviews, but peace out. I'm out. I hope you're doing well. Have a great Sunday.